So I have very vivid dreams, and I don't always like them because they can be so realistic and so I get so into them that I have to force myself to wake up because I'm not really sleeping. I'm like being dragged along, and a lot of times I can kind of change that dream if it becomes too much for me. But I have to realize, I'm in the dream. So in this dream, I was trying to get somewhere because I was trying to spend time with this person. And in the process of trying to spend time with this person, there was like an obstacle in front of me. And I was trying to get over the obstacle when this guy was like, let me help you. Well, he didn't try to help me, he tried to jump in front of me. And I was like, you know what? Let me just jump in front of him. When I jumped in front of him, he began to like dominate me to the point where I couldn't really do anything. So once I get away from him and then I try to get to the person I was going to spend time with, they leave me because I was taking too much time trying to remove the obstacle out of the way. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess it wasn't meant for me to be with them. So then I go and hang out with some other friends. And as I'm there, a different friend, at this point, it was a female though, is like all on me. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess, let me do this. So I'm like, let's go somewhere private because it's a lot of people here and we really can't do anything. And she was like, okay. But then, like, two girls in the story who work with me walk up to me and talk to me. And they're very beautiful girls, okay? And they don't want anything to do with me, but they're beautiful. The girl that I was with was like, oh no, and just walked off. And I'm like, these are people I work with. These are not even. So then I was just like, this is crazy. Like, it's so hard to believe that I can't really, connect with anybody. So then, um, this is where the dream gets really interesting. I run into Beyonce and we're talking, and she's like, you want to, let's spend some quality time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely. So I'm like, let's go back to my hotel room because wherever I am, I'm not like, that's what I was trying to get to was this hotel room. But that's why it was so hard because, hotel is busy. There's a big event going on. There's people everywhere. And so I was like, well, wait here and I'm going to, um, make sure the area is clear. So I get in there and she's waiting, and the elevator is broke. And as she's waiting, somebody like spots her and like, is that Beyonce? And so I'm like, no, it's not. And I turn and look and she like completely disappeared. Okay. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, yeah, she's like me. Like she knows how to like get ghost when the time comes. So I reassure them it's not. I go back and look for her and she like magically appears. She in disguise, master of disguise. And she was like, what's up? And I'm like, the elevator's broke. She's like, I was like, we can take the stairs. She said, oh no, that's not even gonna work. She's like, it's too many people gonna spot me. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. She was like, well, anyways. And so she gets ready to go. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get my keys and get the car. And then we'll just go find a place. She was like, that's a better idea. And um, I didn't even get into my keys. I end up like having to get to them and then they drop and then somebody picks them up and says, well, I hope you got some money to get these. And in that moment, I was just thinking, everything is working against me right now in such a way that it feels like I can't have what I want, or I can't get towards what it is that I'm reaching towards. But it also assured me that that's just life. That's just life. And so I woke up because I'm like, okay, Dream, I get it. You're trying to tell me that one, what I want is completely outside of what everybody else is searching for. and that there are a lot of people that are going to get in my way from what it is that I want to get to. But none of that has anything to do with me, because as long as I'm pushing towards what it is that I want, it's always going to be an amazing journey.